The man changed girlfriends every day, but each time, his father would take them into the ancestral shrine. Yet after coming out of the shrine, these women would completely change. Without exception, none of them were willing to marry him. Some even turned extremely violent. He couldn't understand it at all. A girlfriend who was just sweet and loving would suddenly try to kill him. When he tried to ask his father about it, he was slapped so hard he coughed up blood. It turned out that there was a family rule. Whenever a man wanted to marry, he had to take his girlfriend into the shrine to offer respects to their ancestors. If the woman came out safely, it meant they would live a happy life together. His sisters-in-law and other female relatives had all gone through this tradition and came out unharmed, later marrying into the family without incident. But when the man grew up and brought home his first love, she entered the shrine, and within moments, she ran out looking like she'd lost her soul and slapped the man across the face. She told him that he is nothing but an animal, and she broke up with him, leaving him. The man rushed to ask his father what had happened inside. Was it that the ancestors didn't approve of the girlfriend? But the man refused to believe in such superstitions. The next day, he brought another girlfriend home. She swore she'd never leave him, saying they were destined to be together and would surely be accepted by the ancestors. As he introduced her to his father, the old man took one look at her figure and nodded with satisfaction. Then he led her into the shrine. Just as the door closed, the father let out a strange, sinister smile. Outside, the man anxiously waited, but the next moment, he heard his girlfriend scream in terror. As he was about to rush in, she burst out, shoved him to the ground, and started strangling him, calling him a beast and even pulling out a silver hairpin to stab him to death. Thankfully, his father stopped her in time, allowing the man to push her away. Getting up, he angrily asked her why she hated him so much, only to be slapped again. Furious, she stormed off. When he turned to his father for answers, he was beaten again and told to reflect on himself. The man was confused. Why did no girlfriend ever make it to the end? Was he cursed? Or had someone tampered with the shrine? To verify his suspicion, he told everything to his grandmother and uncle. The moment his grandmother heard it, she exploded in rage. She grabbed her cane and stormed off to beat his father, demanding justice for her grandson. She insisted on going into the shrine herself to see what was really happening. But when she came out, she too changed completely, just like the others. The man couldn't believe it. His own grandmother, who came to help him, had now turned against him. In a fury, she nearly beat him to death on the spot. His uncle tried to stop her, but she whispered a few words into his ear. The uncle instantly flew into a rage, declared he no longer recognized him as a nephew, and joined in the beating. The man was nearly killed. Afterward, his father imprisoned him, feeding him only 2 buns a day. But then, his best friend barged in with inspectors. Someone had reported that the father was abusing and imprisoning his own son. They demanded an explanation, especially about the strange occurrences in the shrine. The father said if they wanted to know the truth, they'd have to go into the shrine themselves, but only the female inspector could enter. The man was terrified that she too would come out changed, and warned her not to believe anything she saw inside. But the inspector, full of confidence, said it was her duty to uphold justice, and she would never wrong an innocent man. Yet, just as the man feared, when she came out of the shrine, her attitude had completely changed. His best friend stood up to speak for him, but the inspector whispered a few words into his ear, and shockingly, the friend also became enraged and kicked him to the ground.